continent touch. Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Cops. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together.
Hello and welcome everyone to this magnificent day. Today we have returning of Formula Nitro here today with F3 starting this week. Alongside me is Hunter, who's gonna help me commentate this qualifying and race session. Who's here in the VC as we have few drivers. Hello Hunter. So, we have a few people today with Callback and Bill Games as title contenders for this race, as we got 4 rounds remaining of this F3 season, because the distance has been shortened, so Commander has some free time for himself. As we see in the championship as it stands, Callback is leading with 17 points. Bill Games is second right now with 72 points, who is wanting to decrease that gap to have a shutout to get into good position, as people are starting their laps as Callback is going out for the first time, as well as Gibby. Callback invalidates his lap. Do you think it will be challenging for these drivers, Hunter? What do you think?
I think Midas might have a chance another win today. He can stay with everybody. He's definitely a dark horse for the title, so mathematically possible for him to get it.
Yeah, he's P3 in the standings with 1 win currently, as the championship hasn't been updated yet, but it will be updated next week. As Gibby is gonna cross the line now. What time is he gonna get? He will set no time because he validated. Midas sets a 1:12.547. Currently on pole position. Callback starting his new lap. Maxi is gonna cross the line. He goes off the track. And not enough to beat Midas. Just barely. 6 eyes, a rookie. And then Bill Games takes the lead by 2/10. Bill Kyle is gonna cross the line too. He's dead last with almost half a second to 6, who is a rookie, as there's been some major transfers heading into this round, with Darren being dropped, and so is a lot of drivers. There's been some shape-ups. What do you think about these transfers, Hunter? Do you think they will bring on some good results and bring some surprises and competition to the front field?
I'm not actually aware about all the shakeups.
Let me recall everything. Just wait a minute. So first things first, Dam signed six eyes as reserve. Then Akra got signed to Campos, replacing Darren. Then Invicta had a major shape-up with Pablo uh, signing into F3, replacing SLV, Skatey into F2 reserve, and Zaggy into F3 reserve. And then we have ART, who is CJ Guesty into F3 main driver spot, as well as Daniel O'Neill into F3 reserve spot, and Bob getting into F3 high tech reserve, as Locan has been kicked from high tech, and Cheese is getting into the F2. Oh, it's F2. It's F2 main driver 2 spot. That's all the transfers, I think. Some drivers could be gaining some very good experience, and into the next season they might even challenge the title, as probably Kolbeck won't be in F3 next season. Do you think he could get an F1 seat in the next season, or he'll stay in F2?
I think as far as F1 seats go, I think the only person in F2 that's probably going to definitely get one is Troy. He's performed really good. Actually, Yossi as well. I think those two will be prime F1 material next season.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, Yoshi and Sko is 100% the F1 level. Maybe Domo also, you don't need to count out him. He's also fast. Not as fast as in Whiplashes, but he's been solid enough too. I think Kolbeck could maybe get an F1 seat, to be fair. He's very rapid in Whiplashes, as he's currently on pole position as 6, the new rookie driver in P2 right now. And then Bill Call in P3, and Bullet finally making his debut up into P4. We can maybe count some safety cars into the race, but I don't think there will be many. What do you think?
See, we have, it looks to be 8 cars on the grid today, so the chance for the safety car is definitely going to be low. We might get one, but I don't think we'll get any more than one, even with it being F3.
I mean, it really depends on the driver levels, as if the rookies are experienced enough to not like close in on other drivers, cause collisions, but we might get an exciting race, as well as it was in Austria. And if we get a late exciting safety car, then it will shape up things very much so. As currently, Bill Games and Kolbeck is separated by 1,000 only. That is a very good championship rivalry. Into qualifying we go. Kind of like makes sense, to be fair. It's like Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in 2021 basically. I think they will recreate the cops incident. That's gonna be my guess. And then Midas goes through, and I think Midas gets podium actually. He's P4 right now, so but he's going for a new lap. As Maxi is into pits right now. Bill Carl is P5. Can't improve much on that. Midas is starting his new lap. Let's follow him in this lap. Of course, we are not getting in his car because it might cause some lag.
Is Armor rookie? I don't believe I've seen him before. I think this might be his first ever race.
Yeah, it's Bullet's race. Yeah, I signed him like 3 rounds before. He wanted to race, but he couldn't do some issues, like his power got cut off and etc. But now he's here, and the news has been spreading that he's racing with basically one eye, because he's got an eye infection a few days ago. But he's here, at least not as the other driver Sylvan, who I signed into the other Trident spot after Kippy got banned. But Colbeck's currently on pole position with almost 1 minute remaining of qualifying session. As Bullet is going around the final corner, he's gonna cross the line now. It's enough for last place, which is P5 currently. A lot of drivers need to settle up, as the next one is going to be Colbeck actually. He's gonna just on the verge of starting a new lap actually. It's 30 seconds remaining of the session. Behind him
Bill
is
actually spun out.
Oh, did he?
On his lap, so I don't think he's going to be able to improve his previous time here. So he should. Yep, he's invalidated, so he'll probably come down pit road. Minus not invalidated. He's on a flyer. He could do something here on this lap.
Bill Games can start a new lap. I don't think no one else. Bill Cal is into the pits. Midas is gonna try to improve his time as Bill Games invalidates. That will be very sad for him, as Midas is into P6 just behind Bill Cal, and then we got Bullet round around the final corner again. Let's see what time he's gonna get. It's last place. He worsened his time. Now Gib is in front. As is there another driver on the lap? Maybe Colbeck. Or I think he's coming into the pits, so he doesn't need to risk it. Yeah, I think Colbeck is into the pits this lap. Maybe Gib is trying to set a new, better lap. Let's see, Colbeck into the pit lane. I think Gib is staying out. Let's see what time he's gonna get. Is he gonna improve? He needs to watch out on this track limits because it's gonna mess up his time. It's not an improvement, but he keeps the position as everyone has set a lap. How many drivers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 current drivers are now. As it's not a very stacked up grid, but if it's due to driver quality, it might give us an exciting race for sure. As we are waiting on the drivers to get back to the pit lane and get the race going. It's gonna be... Wait, how much lap is it? Let me check. It's gonna be 26 laps and there's no rain inside, as drivers are going out to exit the pits. Six has actually managed to get P2 ahead of Bill Games. That is actually very surprising for a rookie. He might be the ones to watch this race, as well as Bill Games can make up the positions. As P1 starts on the inside, Bullet's already on the grid with Gibby.
Why are you on here?
Oh, hello Nas.
Hello. No, weren't you guessing your server?
What? Can you repeat, please?
Oh, Hunter's pregnant. About.
Ah. Oh yeah, I completely missed that. I forgot about it. But oh well, I will watch it on the evening. Has there been any crashes there?
We're trying to commentate the Nitro race in here. If you two could kindly leave the VC, that'd be nice.
Who said I spin off?
What? Should we move to the stage, Hunter? Hunter, should we move to the stage so no one else could join without permission. Like, and start speaking some not to the topic.
I don't see the stage.
It's below VC2. I don't know if I can, like, maybe wait.
We don't have speaker permission, so we won't be able to do that.
I mean, it's fine, I guess. But, anyways, Formation Lab has started finally. As we've already seen some issues with Bielka stopping on the straight line. As people need to watch out for the track limits again. If it's a late safety car, I think they can, like, serve it under the pits. 5 track limit penalty is 3-second penalty, I think? Maybe 5, I don't know. I think it's 5, but I don't know for now. But anyways, callback is rounding Marcus Beckett's as this track is looking beautiful. Do you think there will be a safety car in lap 1?
If it's not lap 1, I don't see it happening at all.
I think Bill Games is gonna spun out in less than 5 laps. That's gonna be my bet as 6 eyes almost flips in the second to last corner. And everyone's lining up.
I think Arm will probably be definitely a contender for someone who might end up flipping. It is his first race.
But yeah, with his eye patch, or not his eye patch, but his eye being visually bad, as he told me yesterday that he doesn't like see on his eye, on his one eye, but his other is fine, so he's kind of a pirate of this race. He's gonna say R R and try to make up some good points, as the lights will drop out shortly, as drivers don't need to jump the start, as we got 1 people watching the stream currently. Thank you so much for watching. I wish there will be more people watching this peak racing, as there we go. The 5 lights are starting. And we are on the way. Kobe gets a very good start as Bielka drops behind, very big lag, but everyone kept it clean. It's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 as Midas trying to make up some positions, and there's free wide with 6 sides and he's dropping back.
Oh, there goes Maxi.
Maxi up into P2, what a start from him, as Kovac has got a massive gap. As these guys keep fighting, Beer Games down the inside of Maxi, he needs to break out, and Beer Games spun out! He's down in last place!
Bill and Bill around.
The commentator's curse struck again as Beer Games is in last place, which is not good for him. He needs to make up some positions, as Midas is up into P3 already. 6 sides is into P4, giving P5. Bullet made up 2 positions into P6. Maxi got the track limit, and it is, I think, at least 1 second gap to Kovac and Maxi, which will be probably increased if there's no DRS training. But everyone's keeping it 1 by 1 currently. B Games is on the line as lap 2 begins. B Games gets the track limit. The 2 drivers are the only one, as there's DRS enabled. Let's see, yeah, Kovac is definitely out of DRS on Maxi, as Kovac and Midas. Oh, Gaby spun out! And Bielka almost flips, and Beer Games gets into another collision as Bullet and Bielka side by side, and Gaby overtakes Bullet also. He just let them by, no defending at all, as Gib might try to look into the inside of Bielka, as Beer Games gets into another collision with Bullet. This is not his race for Beer Games, and his championship is starting to fade away, and towards Kovac, who still got a massive lead. That is huge. Midas trying to make a move on Maxi, or is he saving fuel? I think he is saving fuel. He's not making a move
Maxi
there.
played very defensive the start of that DRS zone. They are not working together. So it might be a bit hard for them to go get Kovac. He's gone. Nowhere near. Gap around 2 seconds. They have a bit of time they need to catch to get back into DRS.
Midas is baiting Maxi's bumper. He's trying to make up position. I think he's gonna overtake this straight as he goes to the outside of Maxi. Maxi takes the inside line. They make a small collision. Midas keeps the inside. He gets the position done. Six Eyes is lurking at the back, but he's staying behind Maxi currently. He's not risking to lose some time, as the gap currently is 2 seconds to Kovac and Maxi, or Midas if you call it, as there's almost 2x2 with Gibby and Bilka side by side, as they make small collision, no flips at all, but Bilgame's making up positions again. Bilka trying to be sneaky up in Gib, and Bilgames goes through. He overtook 2 cars in this straight. He needs to get this job done as Maxi in P4, and Bilka gets a collision, and through goes Bullet. Into the last corner we go, as it's lap 4 already. Every driver currently has a track limit, which is wild, to be fair. As Bullet lets Bilka by. Oh, I'll be back soon. One sec. Can you take it till I'm back? Okay, thank you.
Alright. Bye-bye. Contact, they're losing each other time. Six Eyes has built a little bit of a gap now. Gap that time, still about 3 seconds. They gained probably nothing. Midas and Maxi are going to, they might lose DRS to Six Eyes here. They just kept battling. Yeah, Midas has lost it. Maxi is not helping at all with this scenario. He just keeps battling and they lose time. Kovac's got a really good chance of this now. The gap is just growing larger and larger. He might be able to win by at least 10. Straight on by. Gibby back bumper of Bill's games. They're gonna battle Armin Dilkai, or side by side for 7th place. In the back, they've been almost side by side every lap back there. One of them with one eye, the other 2 track limits.
Wait, Six Eyes overtook into P2? What happened to Midas?
Like Midas, DRS, Maxi go by. They're starting to work together. They're going to get back into Six Eyes DRS as long as Midas can not lose time here in this part of the track. A lot of people have used a lot of track limits here. Kovac still 1, but almost everybody else had 2, or some are even 3. We'll see probably at least 1 track limit handed out at the end of this race when someone eventually reaches 5.
And as you speak, Maxi gets free track limits now. Real games track limits will probably be removed because some of them were from accidents, as Maxi goes into P3 overtaking Midas on the DRS straight, as well as Bill Games. He's risking to get track limits going very early on the corners, but it might gain time on him as he's catching Midas very fast with Gabe in P6, as we got two traders from Bilka and Bullet. I mean, they're pretty solid, they're getting some good points, not a lot of drivers attending. It's an easy point scoring opportunity. Oh, and Gabe is turned around by Bill Games. I think there's been some confusion there. Gabe gets spun out as Bill Games keeps the position, but it might not help him at all because he's nowhere near DRS, to the front or to the back.
Fullback's pulled another second. Now 4. Yeah, that start, they just kept battling. They were side by side, then they made it 3 wide, and they just lost way too much time. They have not been working well at all.
As right now, Maxi and 6 are side by side. The maximum laps people can do is 12 if they're not saving it. It's almost 3 wide. Midas did not make it 3 wide, hopefully. So there's no carnage as 6 Eyes is defending Maxi. Very much so. He doesn't want to lose the position now because there's no way they are gonna catch callback on this pace. As 6 Eyes cuts the corner now. He's on 3 track limits already. Maxi goes through. But now 6 Eyes has the DRS open as Midas trying to save fuel right now. As 6 Eyes goes to the inside of Max, he goes through. Midas will probably also, as Bill Games is now catching them. He has gained around 1.
By himself. He's actually catching on that straightaway right there. Maybe he's just found something that they don't know.
Yeah, he is very close now actually. 1 lap ago he was very far behind, now he's very close. It's because of the fighting they had going side by side into the last sector. As there's a huge gap.
He was able to not scrub any speed in that corner because he gained a lot of time through there.
As they're side by side again with 6 Eyes and Midas. Midas gets track limits. They make a small collision, but still side by side, and it favors Bill Games, as he will probably get DRS in the next DRS zone. I think he's close enough actually. He's very on the verge of getting DRS. But they're still side by side battling away, as Bill Games is definitely in DRS zone, as Gabe gets track limits. And it's 3 wide. Going 3 wide into the corner, 6 Eyes gets caught up, he goes to the inside. And he takes the position. Then here comes Bill Games out of nowhere. Bill Games inside of Midas. He's trying to get into P2 at least, so he doesn't lose much time. Hello, Skois. Commentating F3. Callback.
Callback's got it 6, 7 seconds now. He is absolutely gone.
It might be 8 now actually because they're fighting constantly. Maybe 9 also. Oh, and Midas gets into a collision. A 6 Eyes keeps P2. Bill Games up into P3 from last place in lap 1. As there's 8-second gap to callback and 6 Eyes, the gap between P1 and 2. As almost every driver on the grid has 3 track limits or 1 track limit only. The thing is kind of clean actually. They're battling but not making much collisions and spinning out.
I think they should. Kovac, only 1 track limit, he's pulled away an outrageous amount of time. 8 seconds, might be 9 by the end of this lap.
Yeah, I think Kovac has it in the bag. It's pure
Unless
Max
we get a safety
Verstappen
car, 'cause
domination,
if he's
basically.
almost alright. If 5 cars battling, there's a way more higher chance than 4 cars battling than a safety car.
As Beer Games and 6 are side by side. Beer Games keeping the space to 6 eyes, and he defends the position again, but Max is down the inside of Beer Games now. As Gibby gets another track limit, he's one track limit away from a penalty. But he's slowly but surely catching the pack ahead to get into the podium positions. He just needs to keep it clean as Midas and Maxi make small bumps to each other. As 6 Eyes is starting to get away. He's got a gap that might be not enough for DRS as Beer Games and Max is still side by side. And now Midas is lurking on the back of Beer Games. He's going to the right side of Beer Games as he will get the position done for sure. But it might not be enough for DRS and 6 Eyes. And I don't think Maxi has it. And it's going to be 3 wide.
Out of it, 3 wide. Minus that 4 track limits, although we could probably get that one removed as it was battling side by side.
And right now it's a 10-second gap between Kovac and 6 Eyes. Kovac just needs to keep the fuel clean and he will win this race, and Beer Games gets into a collision. And he got the corner by drifting, but he keeps it clean, he doesn't flip. It's lap 12.
Almost looks like the gap that wasn't there.
It's the lap that probably everyone will pit for sure. As it might be 1 or 2 stops if the driver didn't save fuel. 6, a huge gap actually.
Kovac could probably save fuel and do a 1 stop on the second run, but you could also just be safe and do a 2 stop and hope no one else on a 1 stop.
Kovac's not in. Kovac is not in this lap.
You should be able to do a 1 stop here.
As 6 Eyes might be in this lap. As he's not. He's not in this lap, they are risking it. As Gibby is in, Midas, Beer Games is in, side by side. Oh boy. This is going to be chaotic. Midas has the earlier pit stop. The 2 back markers with Bielkal and Bullet into the pits. Oh, it might be a dangerous lease from Gibby, which might be investigated as Bielkal has to break out. And Midas overtook Beer Games into the pits. As Bullet doesn't know the pit, how it works, and he just waited so much that he lost a huge amount of time to Bielkal.
Yeah, and first time using this pit system, you usually lose a lot of time. Especially if it's not explained prior, or you just don't understand it. He's lost way too much. This time we should expect everybody else who did not pit last time to come in. Yep, here comes Kovac. We should see 6 Eyes and Maxi in as well. They could, I think they'll be able to do a 1 stop because of what they saved and were able to do this run. Everybody else will have 1 more stop to the end.
And Kovac's going now.
That is the gap he had.
I think 6 Eyes won't know the pit. No, he does. He does know.
Alright, Gibby Midas Stills at the end of the long straightaway. The hanger straight. They're going through the chicane now.
Max
As
is
6 Eyes and
now.
Maxi are leaving pit road. They're gonna beat them out by a decent margin here. They come down the front stretch. It's worked out. They pulled away. It's still games. Midas gives them way too much room in turn 1. I don't even think Bill Games is actually there. But he's given the room.
Now he goes
They
wide.
both lost DRS.
As Gibby has actually jumped the 2 of them, and he's up into P4. from not being at the back either, but he has a track limit penalty. He has 5 currently, with Midas, Bill Games, Six Eyes and Bullet having 4 each, as Bullet gets his 4th now. As Midas and Bill Games side by side into Maggots and Beckett's we go. As Bill Games keeps the position now. Midas is going to the outside and Six Eyes is stopped on the track.
Oh. Is he out of fuel?
No, he's not. He's not. He's just stopped on the middle of the field. That is a VSC until he moves. And he's going now.
Not going, but no safety car.
It might have been an issue.
No one boxed.
I think they should.
Everyone.
Yeah, I would have boxed if I were them, but no one decided to.
Like you're losing fuel under VSC, so.
No, but as if Maxi is into P2 right now with a huge gap with 4 seconds to give. But Callback's gap is massive. It's 16 seconds currently.
Yeah, but it's so bad for him, the VSC, because he lost so much fuel.
I mean, he doesn't need to worry about it really. If he doesn't do stutter.
He needs to.
Everyone else behind came in, like Maxi came in the same lap as Callback. So if he messes it up, he's still clear.
The one stop less feasible because now that VSC was for most of a lap, so they've burned a lot of that fuel that they would have had going across the line. Now you would have to back it down. You should be able to easily back down and save that percent he lost under the first
I think he can just beat, to be honest.
Yeah, he could fit. He'd come out right with the pack of everybody else.
But as we see, Bill Games currently has a track limit penalty which might be removed later when he sends in the clip of the race as Midas trying to move to the inside. He checks up.
He's also got one as well.
Oh yeah, he does. He does, but it was a long time ago when he got it, and he gets another track limit. Midas gets a track limit 10, and he goes down the inside of Bill Games, up into P4. Yes, it's a battle for P3 currently, which will be Bill Games the winner if he sends in the track limit removal clip, which happened earlier in the race. I just wish more drivers would show up to these races. It's fun.
Yeah, conflicting schedule sometimes out of the driver's controls to be able to show up this early in the morning, or I guess mid-afternoon. Year over and year out.
Yeah, I can agree. As actually, Maxi has cut down the gap to 13 seconds now. He's close if Callback is trying to make it through
to back down and save fuel. He does not want to make another pit stop.
I think he's doing that now,
Gap
actually.
way away. Either that or a mistake.
It's very close between Midas and Bill Games. To the cops go, they will almost kissing each other wheel to wheel, as they do now. But they're still side by side, losing a huge time to Maxi. They won't catch him up at this pace, probably not pretending to, as Bill Games got DRS, and there's Gibby in the background trying to make the huge turn. And he doesn't let down. They are losing some time to Beer Games now, so Beer Games might walk away with it, but now Gibby backs out, gets a check from it, which is 7 right now. but Big Games gets a track limit now again, as well as Gibby. He might be close to 10 seconds now.
Gap stabilized between Max and Colbeck that last lap. So, nothing gained. So 30 seconds of that advantage is gone.
As in the backfield we go, Bullet and Six Sides trying to, I think, fighting for the last P7 position they can achieve, unless there's a safety car.
Don't think we'll be getting one.
And Skippy gets another track limit. He's 1 away from a 10-second time penalty, or is it the 6? Still don't know. But anyway, he's 1 away from another penalty. As they lost a huge amount of time to build games. It might be more than 1 second.
Bill Games has 6, so it might be hard to remove 2 of them. But I think Midas can definitely remove 1. No, Midas needs to not get any more. But I don't know. I think Bill's got a 5, and I definitely think Games at least got a 5. Midas definitely probably has a 5 now. He just got another one, right?
And they were out of DRS when they crossed the finish line, 1.4 seconds the gap. But they are DRS training, which could work out. And they might catch field games, surely, if they keep working together.
This side's actually next to Arm right now.
Yeah, they are just swapping positions at the back. Last time around it was Bullet who made an overtake here. Now it's Six Sides, they are just battling for the last positions, which is a shame for Six Sides. If he didn't stop there, he could have easily gotten a podium here on his debut, which could have maybe promoted him into the main driver's position. But it's a decent showing for the rookie right now. As Midas is into the pit lane, he doesn't think he can make it on the fuel, so he's risking it, and he is spitting.
Pit lap 12, it would have been at least a 14 lap stint. Longest everyone's went so far has been 13, so definitely a smart decision to not even think about trying. He's actually going to come out with Six Eyes and Arm here.
I think they're gonna overtake him. Yes, Six Eyes and Bullet overtakes Midas, but Midas will surely overtake them, or maybe try to. Oh, he doesn't need to save, he just beat it. So 6% per lap in the fuel. You can make 12 laps without saving, but if you save, you can make 13, maybe 14 laps with the fuel. As Bullet goes to the inside of Six Eyes, as Midas coughed them up. Oh, I can speak though. Anyway, Six Eyes maybe trying to defend against Midas, but barely gets through on the inside, as it's not being that chaotic of a race. Maybe in F2, as Kolbach is into the first DRS zone. That is a very, very huge gap. It's almost half lap of a gap to P6 and P1. Let me check what track we are going to attend in F3. Wait, hold on, let me check.
We're in the thick of it now. Less than 7 laps to go. Race seems all but decided for most of the positions. A lot of people just out of DRS of each other. Definitely not turned out in the most entertaining way, but fuel mileage still is the question.
As Gibby is now on 10 track limits currently, he has another penalty to his name, as Kovac might be up for the Grand Slam today. He led every lap, he got pole position, and if he keeps it safe, he might get the Grand Slam done. Did our driver ever do a Grand Slam before in Nitro history?
As far as I can recall, I don't remember a Grand Slam where someone's led every lap. That usually just doesn't happen. but I've seen many pole winners win the race.
Kovac might be the first in Nitro history then to get a
He'll
Grand
definitely be
Slam.
the first for S3.
As that shows, he might be in contention for the F1 seat in next season if someone drops a driver and then signs Kovac, who is technically taking out his competition in general chats by some leaking information. He's doing the 6-9 impression technically, as we begin lap 23, 4 laps to go, as Maxi might get the P2 down and it might be his first podium.
Man, some people would love to have as many check points as he has.
Definitely Big Games wants to get that check limit removed, as he's counting on Maxi.
If he was actually in pit road, he's with Midas and them now. So the race is shaping up here in the back. Of course, 6 sides of Arn probably still have to come back in. Although actually 6 sides did go long, so he might actually be able to stretch it, but Arn definitely will have to come in again. Oh, Maxi and Bill's games found still play. Will they be in that train or will they be outside of that train? Might just be outside of Gibby, and side by side. He's gonna try to go around the outside, still there on the inside. He's actually cleared right there. Oh, seems like the contact is reached side by side. Looks like he's gathered it all up. We head into comps.
As Maxi is into the pit, he's not risking it, as well as Bill Games. They are not making it on fuel, which brings the question, can Kovac make it? It's the real question.
Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter if he pits or not. Everybody's behind him at least 40 seconds.
And Bielka's in.
They could not stop fighting each other, making contact, losing time, going for moves in corners that don't matter. And Kovac just got away.
Maxi exits the pit comfortably. Oh, I think Bielka messed up his pit box, and that is going to be a huge time loss. As he was P4 before entering the pits, and now he's in last place.
Yeah, he's nowhere near. That's race over for him.
As Midas and Gibby side by side for P4. As 6 Eyes is lurking in the back. Yeah, they won't get a podium, and 6 Eyes in for wall.
Those games could get an additional 5 seconds, so if they can get within 5 of him, maybe they can be done. We'll see what the gaps are when they cross the line. Are my eyes deceiving me, or did I just see?
Hey, where's Kovac? Oh, Kovac's into almost cops. That is...
He's where?
In almost cops.
Oh, buddy.
That is a huge gap. Maxi's not even in lap 25. He crosses now. It's a 35-second gap. As Bullet's intro pits now.
They just let him pole. They didn't even try racing. Bill's game's actually catching Maxi's. Maxi's lagging back.
Oh, he's lagging. Max is lagging so bad right now. As
gonna allow Bill's game
and they make a bit of collision. Oh, Maxi. That is such a shame for him. There's Midas. Oh my goodness. And there's collision. And there's VSC. Maxi's flipped out of his car. And there's safety car.
They don't have enough laps to get it back going. Race is gonna end with a safety car.
And Maxi is not getting back into his car. He's experiencing so much lag. But that grants Kovac the easy win.
Yeah, Kovac just has to enough to make it back around. He chose not to pit, so he could still run it out here.
As Kovac's already behind the safety car, and it's now the last lap. And Kovac is gonna win with a Grand Slam. I think first time in F3 history. Let's see who's in P2 right now. I think Bill Games is P2, which is a nice comeback from him. And Gibby into P3, but with the time penalties.
Max is giving up. He is not happy. He's doing donuts in the hairpin.
Oh, and Six is not making it. He's into the pits. As Midas and Gibby will be reviewed after the session with the track limits. And who's gonna get it?
Definitely make it back around. Bill's games, he'll probably definitely make it back around. He will.
Let's see where everyone else is. Or where's Kovac? They are just on cops.
The safety car is staying pulled back. He's only lost about 2% this lap. He was around 8% at the line. I don't know if the fuel mileage is 8%, but he was definitely going to cut it close. But this safety car is just everything he needed. If it stayed a virtual, this would have definitely changed if he made it or not.
As Kovac is around Maggots and Beckett's into the last area zone. We go Maxi exit this car in sector 2.
The real question is, will someone get to his back bumper before they cross the line?
I don't think so.
The car's been out for an entire lap.
Beer Games
No
is
one's
just
even
around
gotten
Cobb.
to the safety car yet.
Beer Games is just around Maggots and Beckett's. He won't catch up to Kovac. Maybe he will, but it's not enough because Kovac doesn't got the track limit penalty. He will have to win for sure. He didn't get in any.
And now remember, Bill's game. Remember, because time penalties are a thing. Bill's games at least has a 5-second. Midas might be able to remove some of his track limits. Definitely more so than Bill's games. If they can get close enough here, look, Bill's games is there in the chicane. So every second that the safety car does not cross the line is a second for those cars behind to get within 5 seconds. Here they go, they're in the chicane now.
But either way, Kovac gets the job done, and he gets the win with a Grand Slam in Silverstone in Formula Nitro 3.
Oh, Midas lags back on the final straight. That's going to keep him outside the 5-second mark. Because, yeah, lost about 2 seconds there. That's unfortunate. Barely outside.
As Bilka makes a nice recovery into P5, 6 size on his debut, that's P6. As Bulletbill got P7 after Maxi's huge lag spike. He needs to cross the line, and it's done now. These are the finishers. Should we do commentary? Or not commentary, I mean interviews.
Well, next is F2. I think we'll definitely get a higher attendance for that. F2.
Are you coming to commentary?
Yeah.
Practice actually starts in an hour. Got plenty of time before that.
Yeah, I'm coming to commentate F2. Are you coming to, Hunter?
Probably.
Alright.
Thomas Ferro.
What's up?
Video is here. Yeah, I'll stream. I will stream F2 also. It's in some promotion. I don't know why Giddy's also good in Midas should be. Either way, that's your Nitro F3 race. We will be back with more action with F2 coming up, and then F1 later in the evening where almost F1 quali starts. I think it's more exciting because it's gonna be a McLaren 1-2 either way. But hope you will tune in, and we'll see you for F2.